A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 24, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From the 50, it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Past the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Counter play with Jacobs, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Kill. Express. 93.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Jacobs again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
93. 93.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 8-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now Geno on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Raiders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
19 seconds.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits his target, Lockett. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Raiders 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
744.
Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Bolden taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Dwayne Eskridge. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
637. Into the red zone. It's Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Abdullah on the return. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing his Carr. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Smith now to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, a run with Dallas. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw.
And he can't get up.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they